So I've been experimenting with the camera slider for the last couple of days and it really seems to be working better than I expected, to be honest. It's not the first rail and motor I've assembled and it probably won't be the last. There are a few reasons why I wanted to build this new slider, and most important was to add some little improvements, and that's really where the micro switches come in. Previously, when the carriage hit the end of the rail, I've had to actually stop the camera myself, but with these sensors I can just start the slider and let it finish itself. The other thing I really wanted from this was to lift this camera vertically, which is quite heavy with the lens and the ball mount that it sits on. Previously I'd had problems with not the motor but actually the belt slipping, and trying to get enough tension on that belt has always been a bit of a problem. To get round that on this slider I added a larger gear and also an idler pulley, so more of the belt would have its teeth in contact with that gear. And then on the other end is the tensioner, which is just a little screw. That allowed me to film a sequence I've really wanted to do for a long time. It was a shot that was really inspired by a children's illustrator, Richard Scarry, who I think is an American. And I remembered his books from childhood where he'd draw cross sections of houses and show people working in kind of different places and doing different things. It was always kind of fascinating for me. To get that shot, I set the slider up vertically on a tripod, so when the camera ran its length, it would end up below a step in the hall. Obviously, as I was somewhere else being filmed, I got some child labour in to press the button. And then I went down in the cellar and set the camera up so it was literally dropping down from behind the beam. This is not actually a floor joist, it's a beam I use to support another camera rig which does spinning shots. To bring the two pieces together, I use that bit of blackness as the camera goes behind the beam as a kind of transition. And it just took a bit of messing around with the speed to make everything kind of flow with the music. Next week I should hopefully be back doing something a little more fishy and a little less behind the scenes.